Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some would try for fame and glory, others aren't so bold. Everyone and friends and family saying, hey, get a job. Why do you only do that only? Why are you so odd? We don't really like what you do. We don't think anyone ever will. It's a problem that you have, and this problem's made you ill. Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some would try for fame and glory, others aren't so bold. The artist walks alone. Someone says behind his back, he's got his gall to call himself that. He doesn't even know where he's at. The artist walks among the flowers, appreciating the sun. He does this all his waking hours. But is it really so wrong? They sit in front of their TVs, saying, hey, this is fun. And they laugh at the artist, saying he doesn't know how to have fun. The best things in life are truly free. Singing birds and laughing bees. You got me wrong, says he. The sun don't shine in your TV. Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some would try for fame and glory, others aren't so bold. Everyone and friends and family saying, hey, get a job. Why do you only do that only? Why are you so odd? We don't really like what you do. We don't think anyone ever will. It's a problem that you have, and this problem's made you ill. Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some would try for fame and glory, others just like to watch the world.
Well, this is going to be quite a doozy. And it's not going to be a long stream, but I just wanted to get this documented before it gets pulled off the internet before he goes to jail and prison and gets raided by the FBI. That's Frosty. If you guys are new to this, I've been following this guy for a while. And, well, today I think is going to be probably Frosty's last day on the internet. And, well, I didn't watch the video yet, but I read part of the transcript. And I didn't want to spoil it for myself because what I read, what he was saying, I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to put myself into this guy's shoes. I don't know how you start off as just some goofy Arthur Fonzarelli wannabe, and then you become what may be one of the most horrific things in the world. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a bad video. I'm telling you right now, just from what I read. And I'm going to tell you right now what the name of this video is that I'm about to play. And it's called I'm Gonna Tear Down the Fence to Play with That Girl. Does that set the tone for you? Because this guy is going to prison. This guy is going to get executed. And this is going to be so bad. And I'm dragging you guys down with me when I have to watch this. This is worse than the girl that was encouraging people to become toilet slaves in the park while people went jogging. I don't know if I've given enough intro and warning to this, because you can just back out. You can back out at any moment if you really want to right now. I'm telling you, if you want to back out of this video, this is your chance, because I'm about to press play. And it's going to be really bad. So I'm going to count down, and then we're going to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Okay, so funny stories. To start it off, I just told my mom today. I came out of the closet. I'm like, Mom, I'm a pedophile. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, ha, no, I'm just kidding. Gotcha. You know. And then, so I was asking her. I was talking. Oh, sorry. So then I was asking my mom about the neighbor, the little girl next door. I said, hey, Mom, so I remember you saying, like, last week that you know who the girl was. So I was asking her a question. She's like, yeah, it's, apparently there's a gay person that's my neighbor who owns the house. And then the gay guy has a sister, and the sister has a daughter. And apparently, the sister brings the daughter over every weekend. So that explains why I hear the little girl next door. So then I was asking my mom to introduce me to her and stuff like that. I said I really want to play with her. My mom, she said, that's really weird. Don't do that. She's like, you could get arrested. I'm like, oh, but I just think that she's really cute, and I love her. I want to actually see what she looks like instead of just hearing her. And then I was asking my mom, like, oh, so how old do you think she is? My mom's like, she's probably 5. I'm like, yeah, she does sound like she's around 5. That is a bit young, huh? And when I was doing chaos magic on my mom, I'm like, look, so I'm into girls and women, but like then again, I'm not really, because was telling her, I'm like, I have this condition where, like, I'll try to, like, edge to women, but, like, I just can't do it anymore. And, yeah, I mean, hopefully Cherry doesn't find out about this. But, yeah, I was starting to have some problems. And then my mom's like, oh, it's probably because of the medication you're on. And then, Genevieve told me to take the medication whenever I start, like, tweaking out really hard. So, for example, like, my schizophrenia gets really bad at about 2 a.m. because then I start doing black magic. And well, I've been trying to not do that recently. But, yeah, then I'll be obsessively, compulsively thinking about Cassandra. I'm like, okay, I just need to stop. And so I just take the pill and I chill out. Okay, so I was going to tell another funny story. I've been kicking it with my friend Maz. I've sort of been homeless and bumming it over at his apartments, you know, by the dumpsters. And that was when I went dumpster diving and I found a really cool pot because I saw this other homeless tweaker do it. And then after he left, then I just copied him. My friend Maz is like, dude, you can't just see what other people do and just copy them. I'm like, oh, dang. Like me watching the movie Grease. Just becoming a greaser. So yeah, and then my friend Maz was giving me shit for picking up the pot, but he was telling some funny stories also. He was saying that he was smoking weed with his friend, and then he was rolling joints and he was smoking in his room. But then his friend's like, hey, I'm a bit concerned about you smoking joints in my room. I think, like, my mom might find out and it might be burnt. He's like, oh, no, it's fine. I'll just turn on the fan and then it'll be chilling. He's like, trust me, I know aerodynamics. I've studied science in school. And then, so then he just turns on the fan. And my friend's like, oh, all right. And then they just start smoking. And his mom comes in. It's like, you guys are stinking up the whole house. And then they got in trouble. Okay, this is the other story. So, my friend was in Vietnam and it was his birthday. So, he was with his brother and his mom and stepdad or something like that. And then, they were all saying like, okay, what should we do? Where should we go? And then the brother had the idea to go to this karaoke event. But then, as they showed up and they were doing the karaoke, my friend Ben was singing on stage and whatnot. La 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 la, and then these strippers and prostitutes started coming out, like they're all naked. And then my friend was singing while that happened, and his jaw dropped. He's like, oh, he was shocked. He's like, what? What kind of karaoke event is this? Turned out his brother took them to a stripper karaoke or something like that. So then he was like, he was with his girlfriend too, his Vietnamese girlfriend, and then she was pissed because all these strippers were just like dancing on my friend Maz and stuff like that. And then his mom was mad too, and finally the girlfriend was like, you know what, I'm leaving. And then yeah. And then Maz was like, oh, really? I kind of want to stay. This is fun. It's lit. Partying with the strippers. And the girlfriend got really jealous. So then what happened was finally, like, he dipped and he met up with his girlfriend. They were just kind of waiting for him in like some other room or something like that. So then, and then they were just all getting mad. They're like, what? Whose idea was this? And it was the brothers. They're like, why would you take us to a stripper karaoke? And the mom was mad. The dad was kind of mad, but he was just going along with it too. And then the girlfriend was really angry. So it was kind of dramatic, but I thought that was a funny story. Anyway, stay cool.
I want to find out where this kid lives. I'm going to ruin your life, Frosty. I'm going to destroy this person. I hate him. I hate him so much. And this kid just announced that he's going to assault a little 5-year-old girl. He's going to do it. Just letting you guys know. So somebody needs to stop this guy from what he's fucking planning, because this is probably at least the 5th time I've heard him talk about this. And this kid needs to be put down. This is not good. So